Hi, everybody. I feel like it's been a year since I've seen you guys. I don't like this at all. It's been ridiculously crazy around here. Hang on, I'm trying to get this fabric straight, and then I can really pay attention. We're gonna go over the swap stuff today. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Karen. Yep, I'm here, Lee, today. Believe it or not, I'm like in a little bit of shock myself that I actually made it. I have Zoe and Tucker with me in the studio today. So if you hear a deep bark, it's this huge mastiff that's in here with me today. And of course, Tucker, because we know Tucker lives with me out here. So what I am doing today is I'm going through the swap stuff. Hi, everybody. Hi, Marge. Oh, guys, I don't mean to yawn on you. We have got absolutely positively gorgeous upstate New York weather today. Unbelievable. It is sunny out. It is in the 70s. It is beautiful. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Carol. Hi, Jenny. So what I'm going to do is I've got two pieces of fabric. I've got some of our white background fabric for that quilt behind us, and then a print fabric. And when you guys get your kits or got your kits, one or the other, what they're going to have in them is the white fabric, because the very first month you got your white fabric and your half square triangles, okay? So what you're going to do is take them, and I'm going to pin mine down, okay? And I know I'm outside of camera view. I'll see if I can move the camera. I definitely made mine extra big. See, now you can see it, okay? Mine are made extra big. I do that on purpose. But try not to. Your fabric, you don't have a lot of extra. So you'll be moving home on June 30th, Teresa. That's fantastic news. I'm really happy for you. That's really good news. So I'm going to pin this down, and then when I sew this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew on the dotted lines. There's little dotted lines on these. You've got an arrow, a dotted line, and then a solid line. So you sew on the dotted line. You cut on all of the straight solid lines. This one we're doing a little different. You do not cut on any of the diagonal lines this time. All right? I want you to make certain that you have turned your stitch length down. I gotta straighten this. For some reason it's not straight. I set my stitch length at about 1.8 to 1.85, right around there, okay? You guys all know on your own machine where to turn it. Lindsay, you're under a different user for once. You're under L squared. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, Diane. Oh, that's horrible. So I'm pinning mine down. I have extra here. I'm going to cut it off. Because what I'm doing is I'm using scraps to make mine. All my fabrics are scraps except for the background fabric. The background fabric is coming from it. And guys, I'm doing this one right along with you. This one I am absolutely working away at with you. So once you get these, you're going to cut them apart so that they look like, and I'll show you what they look like when you cut them apart. Let me do one more thing first. I got to do it in steps because otherwise I get confused as to what step I'm at. I'm going to cut this, and I'll make more out of that. All right, so now that I've got that done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew on all of my dotted lines, but then I'm going to cut them apart so that I have blocks that look just like this. All right, hi Amy. Aww. Oh, I'm sorry, Amy. That's hard. So this is what your blocks are going to look like, guys. And you're going to send in 36 of these. All right. So these are what you're going to send in. And you're going to send in a total of 36 of these. All right. Now, once you get the 36, this is our next step. This is what you're going to do next. When you get your 36, all right, you're going to take them, and the first thing you're going to do is cut right down the center line. Can you see it? See that center solid line? You're going to cut right down it. And what that's going to give you is 2 half square triangles. All right? So this is what you've gotten back in the mail. Now, you have the choice. You can cut these apart, and then you can do all different ones. You can put 2 different fabrics together. These are Alan and Deb Davidson's fabrics. Aren't they cool? This looks like it's a Tula pink. So there's that. And then a solid purple. I saw those and I just knew they had to go together. Okay? All right. So you take these and you can either put them together like this so that they match. See, this one will match. Or you can put them together so that you have 2 different ones. That's completely up to you. That's your decision. So I'm going to take my 2 blocks, and these 2 I'm going to keep together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay them down on the table in front of me. You're always going to press towards the printed fabric. So you can see I've got the printed fabric right here. And you're always going to press towards the printed fabric. All right, so here I am, and I've got my blocks all pressed so that they're towards the printed fabric. This way I can nest these 2 seams together really easily, and I can feel them with my fingers. And if they aren't together really good and tight, what I can do is I can just wiggle the fabric and bring those closer together. So I've done that. So the next thing I have to do is take my nice long ruler that we use to adjust the monitor with, and I'm going to lay it down from point to point. So I'm lining it up here and here, and I'm going to bring this down there. Now you can see the whole thing. So I lined up here and here, and I'm going diagonally across the block, okay? I'm going to grab one of my friction pens, and I'm going to trace that line. Okay, so now I have a nice purple line going right down the middle, right here. All right, I'm going to take 2 pins, and I'm going to stick them in over here. There's one, and then I'm going to put one over here. And I like to put them in that seam allowance of where I've tucked those 2 together. And then I'm going to sew 1/4 of an inch away. So I'll sew 1/4 of an inch away over here and 1/4 of an inch away over there from the solid line, okay? So here we go. I'm going to sew down both those sides. And then what I get is, look, these beautiful quarter square triangles where the centers butt up right nice together. All right. So I love this one. I love a little pop of orange in my quilts. Here's another orange one. And here's another one. This is one of mine that I made. And then I've got more of these, the ones from with the tulip pink in there. So the blocks I've shown you today are Deb Davidson's, Kay Allen's, Jody Kay's, and Virginia Mann's. So that's whose blocks I've got that I'm playing with today. Hi, Faith. So these are our blocks. The next thing that you do is once you get them to this stage is you need to square them up to 3.5. Well, if you guys are wondering what the center point will be to square them up to 3.5, what it will be is, I think it's 1 3/4, because 1 3/4 and 1 3/4 is 3.5. Okay. The original square to 4 inches. All right, so they're a little bit bigger than what we need, but then we're sewing them again. All right. Hi, Allison. Okay, that's fantastic. So, I decided to do something this month. Originally, you guys just got back April swap. So now we've got May's. I've got May's here now. And then you guys need to get me June's just as soon as you can, because I'm going to swap May's and June's. I'm going to swap both of them this month, so that next month when I send out July 1st, you guys are going to get everything. You're going to get all of them. So you'll be able to start getting going on your blocks. All right. So cut these, put them together, decide if you want your squares the same or if you want your squares different. And I'm going to show you on the quilt a bunch of them because these are all different. All right. So like right here, these squares are the same. These are different. These are different, but these are the same. These are different, the same, the same, the same, the same. These are different again, the same here, different here. So switch it up any way you want to do it, okay? They don't have to be exactly the same. I gotta get my water, guys. All right. Amy, I just read your message. That's fine, okay? That's fine. So I know there were a couple people that got behind last month. So this is your month to get straightened back around again and getting back on schedule, okay? All right, so get going on those blocks so that we can get them all back, because I would love to be able to do it that way. I would love to be able to get caught up. And then our very last blocks will go out on September 1st, which I think will be wonderful. Have you got the back? Kay, yes, I do. It's sitting right here, and I wanted to show it to you guys. So for those that ordered the backing fabric, here it is. I don't know. Can you see it? There it is. It's perfect with the quilt. Absolutely perfect. So I do have it, okay? Okay, that's exactly what I'm doing. I am matching and mixing. I'm doing both. Because I want some of them matched, but I want some of them mixed up. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Joanne. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send both. I'm going to do it both ways. I want some of them mixed up, but I want some of them the same too, okay? So that's how I'm going to do it. Thanks, Kay. Yeah, if you guys think of it, please do give me a thumbs up. It does help me. I don't mean to cough, but okay. So these are our blocks, and that's what we're going to be doing. And I will tell you that the squaring up, if you leave them all to the end, you will absolutely be, you'll have a hard time doing it all, okay? Kim, I'm not certain. It should be on the very first email how much you need. I almost think it's 3.5. I haven't put it on the website because I only have enough for 3 quilts, and 3 people have already, it's already been sold. Amy, which quilt do you want? It's that reddy orange. It's more red than it's orange. It's part of the whole, it matches the whole line. Here's my block. Here's one of my blocks. And then here's the quilt. So it just matches the whole thing. But I don't have enough to put it on the website. All 3 are sold. Yes, Allison, I will be sharing the layout, okay? I'm making this quilt with you, so I will be. Correct, Amy, for the block of the month. I don't have enough of it. I wasn't able to get it. So I don't have backing. What I suggest that you do is there's a fabric called Thatched by the same designer, and I suggest that you do the Thatched. If you want to know what color number it is, I can look it up for you. Just email me and I'll put it up on the website. The backing fabric, Kim, that I showed was for the swap, for the springtime sampler. Couple of people, 3 people bought it. I was only able to get enough fabric for 3. So I didn't put it up on the website because I didn't want to put something up that I couldn't fulfill the order for. So I didn't. Okay. So the backing fabric that I just showed was for the block of the month. And it is sold out. I will, however, put the name of the fabric out on the website, out on the Facebook group. And if I paid in full, did that include in mine? Linda, no, yours included for the swap. Yours included this fabric. It included the border fabrics and the center star fabrics. Okay? That's what yours included. Yeah, sometimes we get going with 2 quilts at once, and that gets hard because it gets confusing. For the swap quilt that we're doing, I actually do suggest that you back it with Moda's. It's called white paper or paper white. White paper, I think. No, maybe it's paper white. It's a grunge, and it's beautiful. Okay? Correct, Kim. Yep. So you're all set. Yep, you're one of the 3, I'm pretty certain. Okay? I'll double check in my notes. I didn't bring those over with me for this today. Okay. I just heard my husband's truck start and nobody's here. That's a little strange. That's like really strange. Yes, what we want, you'll buy your own, Linda. Okay? And I do suggest it's either paper white or white paper. It's a grunge. I suggest that one. If you're going to go with, and that grunge comes in extra wide. I have 4 bolts on order right now. Yes, you do, Karen. You're one of them. So all 3 of the people are on right now that ordered it. Yes. I do really strongly suggest the white, paper white, I think is what it is. It's a grunge. And it does come in 108 wide, which makes it really nice because you don't have to buy as much fabric. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else that I missed here. Guys, we're going to have a pretty obnoxious schedule coming up the end of this month. Yes, Kay, you were one of the other ones. Yep. It was Kim, Karen, and Kay. Now, how'd we do that, guys? Yeah, you were one of the 3. So, what else was I going to say? Okay, schedule. Going forward, I got to pull out my phone. Let me pull out my phone so I can see my calendar here. All right, so we're at the 7th. Everything should go fine for lives for the rest of June, barring my mother doesn't go into the hospital again or nothing happens to my father-in-law and everybody stays healthy. I'm going to be able to do the next 3 Sundays live. Then when we get into July, that first Sunday, July 5th, I am going to be in Kentucky. Okay? How much for Kim, I don't know yet for the backing. I haven't measured it. How much and what dollar if from you, the grunge? Linda, it's on my website, okay? So you can get it. Just go to Backing Fabrics and you'll be able to see it on my website. All right. So in July, Tracy will be here, but I'm going to be in Kentucky for, I think it's the 2nd, right straight through to the next weekend. All right. So I'm going down. John's going in for tests. So I'm going down to take care of the kids. I got to keep drinking water. Because that's important to keep drinking. Yeah, if you go out and check on my website under my Backing Fabrics, you will see that I have put out, I do have that white grunge on my website. When you guys are doing these blocks, please don't forget to turn down, hi Gail. Don't forget to turn down your stitch length. Oh, Amy's got to break for a minute. Her son Evan graduated last night with highest honors from high school. Oh, that's wonderful. He's going to UNC in Charlotte in the fall. That's wonderful news. Congratulations. Oh, that's really cool, dear. I'm so happy for you. What a wonderful thing. That's really exciting news. We've, because of the quarantine in New York or the social distancing, we didn't get to do graduations or they're not going to have a graduation. But what the town supervisor has done is he's strung banners through town with all of our graduates' names on it so that, they get honored a little bit because they've worked hard. What's Hazel doing? Guess what my hubby is going to buy me? Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's wonderful, Hazel. Hi, Boone. I love you, buddy. You should be proud of him. Hazel, I'm really excited for you. That is fantastic news. What led you to buy a Bernina? I love my 790. I absolutely love my 790. Hey, Boone, everybody's saying hi to ya. Oh, I'm so glad. That's good news. You will love your machine. What I find I do to get mine through, because, these get pretty long for the swap, is I just roll mine or kind of fold it up, and then I unfold it as I'm sewing. And because I got this big, deep area, it's wonderful. Oh, that's cool. Sammy lives up in Canada. Her class is doing a drive-through graduation ceremony for their grads. That's wonderful. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's great, Kim. Oh, I hadn't heard that yet. Okay, you'll love it. There's something really nice about having a nice chair to sit in. Deb, I have the Bernina 790 Plus, and I absolutely love it. It is just a wonderful thing. Gail said, I saw someone ask for details on. Oh, good. Gail's got the details. It finishes at 78. Each quarter square triangle finishes at 3, so that means we cut it at 3.5. All right. The number of quarter square triangles end up being 428. The center star, the large star, is 18 by 18. The 4 corner stars are 9 by 9. Okay. The dimensions 6 by 6. The corner diamonds are 6 inches by 6 inches. Backing needed. If it's 42 inches, you need 5 yards. If it's 108, you need 2.5. Thank you so much, Gail. Perfect. Hi, Brenda. Brenda, you're going to want to watch the replay because I showed how to do the quarter square triangles for our swap quilt. All right? Because we're not doing a printed pattern on this one. I'm going back to the old school without the printed patterns for a little while. All right? Do you use the embroidery for it, Margaret? Yes. Yes. Do you realize how many of us would buy custom labels from you? Seriously? I'll have to look into that, Marla. I never thought of that. Yes, I've made all kinds of things. I've done kitchen towels with summer on it. I have done bags for me. I've done bags for my grandkids. I've done all kinds of things. I love my embroidery part. I do quite a bit with it, and I've been surprised too at how much I've done, but I do really, really like it. It's, you know, it just is so nice. The embroidery pieces come out gorgeous. I did one bag that is my initials. I'll grab it quickly. I think you'll be able to see it because I can grab it fast. Do you guys remember when we did the little clam pattern by Annie? I did it and then I went and put my initials on it. And I love it. Yeah, and then see, I did a nice bright fabric. It's a K-facet fabric on the inside and it's nicely finished. But what I did was I started by embroidering my name on it. And then after I embroidered my name, my initials, I did the rest of it. And I love it. I'm absolutely in love with it. Yeah. Oh, Marla, I will look into it and see if it's something that I can do. Okay? I just never thought of it. Let's see. Who did I miss? Did I miss anything? I love this bag too, Linz. Yeah, they're really cute. I mean, to me, something like this for my grandchildren for Christmas is perfect. Then there's no fights over that's my bag. No, that's my bag. So, yeah, I really like it. I think it's a cute little bag. I have a couple of them now. A couple of different ones. So, this is one of the things that I think I'm going to make couple of my grandkids for Christmas. It's called Play Zip Up Store Away. So what it is, let me see if I can find the dimensions. There's two of them. There's a tote that is 12 by 12 by 7. And it turns into a 27-inch square. 27-inch square mat. Or there's a small that's 9 by 12 by 7. And that turns into a 24 by 27 inch mat. And I just think this is the cutest. Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 are the side ones, okay? Oh, thank you, Gail. I may have missed it. How did you press the quarter square triangles? It's easy. When you press them, you're going to press them towards the printed fabric. So, see on here, all of my seams go to the printed fabric. All right? And then, when you do your final squares, if you want to, you can pop your center so that so that they're like this. You can do that little pop in the center, or you can just press them to one side. It's up to you. Okay, Tammy? So you can do either way. All right? And if you have problems stabilizing the center, what I suggest you do is what I did here. You can see I've got pins right across the seam allowance so that it's really holding them in place. And remember, you always want to start sewing so that you go over your seam allowance first. So you always want that to kind of go underneath the presser foot first because it'll push them together. Okay? Yeah, those up in the corner are made of half square triangles. Yep, so that's how you do that. But I thought this would be really cute for a couple of my grandkids. I thought it would be adorable. And why not? Look at how much fun it is. Then they can just zip their toys up and take them with them. So I'm thinking that that's going to be a Christmas thing. What's the pop in the center? I'll show you, Kim, I'm sorry. So in your center, when your seam is like this, see I got my seams, what you actually can do is you take and you just kind of twist it apart, and what happens is you end up with this little teeny tiny square four patch in the center. See? Correct, Kathy. You don't this time. Because on this one, we really want those seams to butt together. Okay? What do we do with the H half square triangles? Is that what you meant? What you're going to do, Brenda, with all of your half square triangles, okay? So this is 2 half square triangles that you would have gotten in the mail. I'll put it back together again for you so you can see. So this would be the 2 half square triangles you got in the mail as a square, okay? You're going to take those and press it towards the colored fabric. Then you're going to take 2 of them, put them right sides together, and butt that center seam right up, okay? Draw a line from point to point, and that's going to then give you your quarter square triangle. Okay? If you just go back and watch the first 15 minutes, you'll see it. Because I go right through every single step, okay? All right? Oh, Mary, I'm sorry. Yep, watch the replay because I talk about how to make the quarter square triangles and backing fabrics, including a strong suggestion for the backing fabric for this quilt. All right? Okay? So, yeah, that's what we're doing. I got to keep drinking water, guys. You're welcome. Yeah, Mary, are your cats okay? All right, so I'm going to sew for a minute since I got a little bit of time. Yep. Then I'm probably off to the woods so that I can help. They're over there making mulch right now for the yards. So they've been busy all day over there doing that so that we would have mulch. So that's what we're doing. I'm getting really excited to be able to go to Kentucky. Brenda, no, I don't have a sunburn. I think, yeah, I might, my asthma might be bothering me a little bit. That's why I'm drinking water. I haven't talked this much in a month, guys. Yes, they are. Lee Ellen, yes, you are correct. The border ones are just turned. Don't listen to all the details. If you screenshot, yeah. So, yeah, everything is in the chat or live on the video. In fact, it's all live on the video because when Gail typed it in, I read it off. So you can listen to the video or do that screenshot as Kim suggested. Okay? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Gail. That works too. Oh, Mary did have her. Hi, Diane, we've all missed each other. Yes, but Mary, it's very important that you wear that patch at night because that patch stops you from rubbing your eyes. I remember when I had mine, they told me, do not take this off. We know you don't like it, but it will stop you from rubbing your eyes at night, and that's important. Don't forget, guys, to count your blocks, and you need to send in a total of 36 of these, okay? 36 of the double half square triangles. All right? Yeah, Kim, that's what happened to me too. I was 2 days down. Yes. I had a couple of really bad days, and considering that we live in the same area, I'm not surprised we both had it at the same time. Yeah, we both had it at the exact same time. Gail does the cleverest stuff. They're absolutely adorable. I love to see what she's up to. Because she's always got something really, really talented going on. I would suggest that as you're making your blocks, I would square them up. All right? Because it really gets to be a lot squaring them up at the end. Linda, email me, okay, that you want it. And I take it you want it for the swap quilt, correct? If you want the wide backing for the swap quilt, if I'm going to quilt it, just tell me when I get your quilt that that's what you want. That is a fabric I have in stock all the time. Not, until they discontinue it, and that's not one they'll discontinue. So what you can do is just tell me that's what you want when you send the quilt here. Otherwise, just email me and I'll set it aside for you. It will be good, Mary. You'll love it. You will love it. I had mine done many years ago, and it was one of the best things I ever did. It wasn't easy getting through it, but it was wonderful once it was over. Yeah, it is definitely good, and it's worth it. Every ounce of it's worth it. I'm working on these squares. We had a couple people that misunderstood how many blocks they had to send in, so I made up the difference. So I'm behind some blocks now, so I gotta hurry up and get some made this week. But I'll be able to, so that's always a good thing. I got the toric lenses for Astigmatism. I had a choice of seeing near or far, and I chose far. I don't mind reading. Yeah, Mary, I did the exact same thing. Oh, yeah. The virus has caused delays for everybody. Do you bind quilts too? Yes, Deb, I will. Yep, I do. When I quilt them, I will bind them if people want them bound. I do not any longer hand stitch the binding down though. All bindings are machine stitched down. I just don't have the time to hand bind them anymore. So, yeah, but absolutely. Yep, I do that too. I have a couple people that they always want it. They don't want to bind them. They just want to make their tops. And that's fine. It doesn't bother me. As long as I can do them on the machine, I don't care. I keep turning so that I can see messages. I got a red nose. Sue's opening. My sister started at the windmill with a wool shop doing different hand-dyed wools, and it went wonderful, Kim. Thank you for asking. I will tell her you asked. But it went well. She was pleased. So I'm happy for her. I think it's a good thing for her to do because it lets her be creative and she gets to work and do something that's creative because she is, one of those really creative people that needs to be able to do that kind of stuff. And she definitely has been busy doing it. So that's wonderful. Oh, good, Deb. I'm glad you're happy. That's really good. I'm wondering, so what has everybody been working on? I have been working on getting my daughter's family moved in. They're all in now. And I think we're really pretty settled. I haven't had to cook dinner since they've been in there. Oh, hand-dyed wools are beautiful. Yeah, Gail, I'll do binding. Absolutely. As long as it's machine. Yeah, I don't mind doing that. That doesn't bother me at all. I love to hand do it, but I just don't have the time to anymore. Let's see. Sandra Cummings. Found your video on Take a Stand. They sure did help me a lot. I'm finishing the bag. Love the tutorials. Thank you, Sandra. Does sewing on those paper dull the needles faster or worse? No, it does not, Kim. I don't have any problems at all. Not at all. Let's see. Yeah, she's done a couple lives that are really cool. The garden. Been doing some. Oh, I love gardening. I haven't. Mary, my sister did a. Oh, Suburban's been working in the garden. Okay. And so has Kay. My sister did a live. My sister did a live on wool on Facebook the other night. And they've been really good. I've enjoyed watching them. Tracy taking advantage of your beautiful kitchen. Actually, her husband has been. He loves to cook. Loves to cook. Absolutely just loves it. So he's been doing a lot of the cooking. We get it started, get all the stuff out. And if he needs things prepped, we'll help do that. But otherwise, he cooks and he loves it. Opening my, oh, Kim, how nice. Plus worrying about my daughter in New York City. Yep. I know. I've been worried about everybody at the rallies or at the protest stuff. Knitting your first pair of socks. Oh, Cheryl, my sister loves to make socks. Yep, Sue did a live on the wool she's working with. Oh, Gail's starting Christmas. Yeah, it's not too early, dear. It truly is not. This is a very good time to start Christmas stuff. Honestly, it is. It's the perfect time. Most Christmas fabrics are either out by now or they're coming out. So, yeah, don't worry. Yeah, a lot of men really, really do love to cook. And you can just tell it. He loves it. So I'm like, fine, cook. I don't care. A lot of people have been making masks too, Kay. I've heard a lot of that. Aww. Cleaned out your spice cabinet and you can find everything. I did that when I moved into the new kitchen. I cleaned out my spice cabinet big time. And that felt really good because now I can find everything that I need. I have 2 rectangular clear pans. One of them has all the spices I use in regularly. The second one has the spices that I don't use every day. Bye, Gail. Have a great week. It was nice to see you here. It's nice to be here for once. Lord knows I can't very often. Masks in a bag. Oh, Kathy, he's a keeper then. That's fine, Cheryl. Bye, Gail. Yep. So this week I'm gonna get caught up on the blocks that I need to do, and then all my blocks will be done. And everybody last time should have gotten at least 1 block from me from the swap. Everybody should have had at least 1, if not more than 1. Okay? I wanted to make sure that you guys got my blocks the first month so that you all had them up front. So if for some reason somebody did not get one of my blocks, let me know because I was pretty certain that we got at least 1 in every single order. Because I did make enough so that there was 1. Oh, it is, Cheryl, it is time. Yep, she put it in as black pepper instead of just pepper, huh? Bye, Kim. Have a good week, okay? Bye, Joanne. You have a good week, okay? You've been with your horses, Karen? Yay! Oh, okay, Mary. Let me know, because I do have a couple extras. It was amazing. This time I hardly had any extras. That's the closest it's ever come out. I was really happy. And now I have managed to get my blocks sewn too. So now we're all good. So now I gotta go get my work boots and go help. I don't know, Kay. I gotta double check. I've got a couple of people that are in it, but are not swapping. Okay. So I don't know. Do you want me to count those or not? Oh, good, Karen. I'm glad she came home. That's fantastic. Oh, good, Allison. All right, guys. I am going to pop off. go get my work boots, and I'm going to go down and give them a hand on the land, okay? All right, so you guys have a fantastic week. I will be here all week. I'm not going anyplace. And everybody is staying healthy. I've demanded it. Bye, Kim. You guys have a fantastic week, everybody. And I will see you guys next week. Don't forget to do a thumbs up on your way out. Yeah, it is, Mary. Yeah, it is chilly here today. See you guys soon. Bye.